focus and the end of it all. But right now, she's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, we're not supposed to be really seeing that girl at all, and they're focusing way too much on her.
Because they're trying to show her life. Yeah.
And the OD thing, like, did they say she's pregnant?
We are
no,
live.
my dad keeps saying that though.
Okay, we're live.
Yeah, no intro. The fucking thing is all fucked up.
Yeah, we were just talking about Jupiter's Legacy on
Spoiler alert.
on Netflix. He said that they said it though.
But yeah, my dad told me, but I didn't
Okay,
see it.
yeah,
Like it
because
didn't.
in
It
the
didn't do it in
comments,
the show yet.
That's
though.
like a thing, and then her kid is like, you know,
The truth.
someone's phone's doing something. Move your phone. Yeah, slide it over. Or just. But the show's all right. The comics are way better. Again, give it to me. God damn it.
Just throw that shit.
You'll get
I
it,
feel like
you'll get it back after class.
I feel like P. Diddy in fucking you ever see that Get Him to the Greek? He's like, throw your phone the fuck out of my office.
Yep.
He's like, I really don't. He's like, throw that fucking phone. He just gets up and chucks it. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm having a panic attack.
Was that movie good?
That's an
Yo,
underrated
that
comedy
movie
classic.
is fucking hilarious.
Yes.
He's like, how many kookaroos you own?
Everybody loves it. Jeffrey?
I got 12 kookaroos. He's
You
like 13.
You like that guy, don't you?
Russell Brand?
Yes.
Hate him.
I told you, but you like the new author.
No, shut the fuck up, Dick.
What?
You know I don't.
You
Russell
don't like
Brand.
the new author?
You know I think it's the biggest disgrace in film history is that Arthur movie.
Oh, I thought
What
you
the
liked
fuck
it.
is the Arthur movie?
Arthur.
Russell, yeah. All right. Give me one sec.
Arthur is
Can you give me a beer, Rock, please?
you know do you know who Russell Brand is?
What'd you say?
You know who Russell Brand is or no?
Now that it's me and you, I fucking honestly have no like,
idea who he
yeah,
is.
like
Really?
I don't even really know you.
What?
Like Rock left and I just lost all interest in talking to you. Honestly, just fuck my whole vibe up for the rest of the
Oh
show.
my god. Yeah, but why don't you
I
fucking-
honestly just want to stay in here in silence and give the viewers nothing until fucking.
Yeah, but why do you not leave me alone while we work?
You
know him?
Because there's no one mics. Yeah, I know who Russell Brand is. I knew who Russell Brand is when you said it.
Oh, so then why you act stupid?
Just want to make you look like a jackass.
No. Can't do that. That's impossible.
You
How you doing, Aunt Sydney? What is that? Doug Fox, what's up? Josh Anderson, Beersy, what up?
What's going on?
All right. Yeah, we're in here. In the motherfucking house.
In the motherfucking house. In the motherfucking house.
Oh, man. So, Pat, you have anything good going on this week or what?
Just training. You know, fighting.
Real quick. You don't know
Thank you,
Arthur,
sir.
correct?
No, yeah, back to the Arthur.
Tell him the story
What story?
of Arthur.
Of Arthur. He is a multi-millionaire playboy, never worked a day in his life. His family has crazy money. He's an alcoholic.
All right, I can
And
get
he
behind
just
this.
has fun. My thing on Twitter is, isn't fun the best thing to have? That's one of his lines. Because, yeah, what's better than having fun, right?
Mm.
But the first half hour, the whole movie is on the floor funny. But, like, the first half hour of that movie is the funniest shit ever. Like, in movie history ever. It's just nonstop barrage of just fucking hilarity. From the moment he picks up the hooker, that whole scene in the car,
I haven't watched that. I haven't seen that
When
movie.
does this movie come out?
1980.
Yeah,
I gotta watch this.
Like
I gotta watch
early
this.
80s.
And it's Russell Brand.
No. Russell Brand made an abomination of a remake of this movie,
Yeah.
and I wanted him dead because of it. Because Arthur, to me, is the greatest comedy ever. Like, it's so fucking funny. I've seen it. I'm not kidding. 50 times, and every time I'm crying, laughing in the beginning of that movie. It's
Really?
just, dude, it's that
I
funny.
have to watch
He's
it.
the originator of the side eye. Like, you know the shitty like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time I now recognized it. The last time we watched it, I go, oh, that's where this started. Because he's talking to his aunt and uncle. Now they're these hoity-toity, rich, ritzy motherfuckers. He walks into the best restaurant in town with a hooker. She's in red, shiny pants, a blue fucking crop top.
And they know she's a hooker?
Of course. And
Okay.
everybody knows Arthur.
Yeah.
But everyone just pretends that he's not walking in with a hooker.
Yeah, because he's rich.
Yeah.
They might need him for
So
something.
everyone sucks his dick.
Yeah.
And he's the nicest drunk, though. Like, he loves everybody.
Yeah.
You know, he's a
And
great
he's got all the
spirit.
money to spend, so
All the
everybody's
money.
like fucking just jerking him off.
So he walks in, and he's like, oh, and Pearl and Uncle whatever. He goes, this is Princess Gloria. And he's always drunk, always fucking wasted. And he's like, she's from a really small, they've recently had the whole island carpeted. That's how small of an island she is.
Oh, my God.
And the uncle will be like, Arthur, you're drunk. And he'll just look at him. It's a really, really, and just back to the end, and does that like 3 or 4 times with the uncle. Just like, shut the fuck. It's the greatest because he plays it drunk better than anybody ever in the history of anything.
Could he really
There's
be
been some
drunk?
good fucking drunks played.
I don't think he could because I don't think you'd be able to really do a movie drunk.
Did you see Ben Affleck in The Way Back?
Not yet.
Well, watch that.
But
'cause
that's
he
a
played
serious
the best.
drunk.
Yeah,
No, well,
but it
Nick
was just a real
Cage,
drunk.
Nick Cage in Leaving Las Vegas. I mean,
Oh,
phenomenal.
Him and,
But it's sad. Like it's not a happy. Like Arthur's a
I
happy.
fucking
drunk.
hate Nicolas Cage.
Why?
And
What?
everything.
What? No, Raising Arizona.
Yeah, I've never
wait,
seen it.
what you don't like his what? His Hulk up?
You don't like his new shit because
I don't
you
like
know Nick
anything
Cage.
I've ever seen.
See, you don't know 80s, 90s.
The first movie I've ever seen with Nicolas Cage,
Con Air.
Face Off.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fun movie. Not a good movie.
That's a fun movie.
It's fun. Not
Okay.
a good movie.
All
It's
right.
fun.
You like it or no?
Dude,
It's-
Con Air?
I respect it. Con Air the Barbarian?
No, Con Air.
It's Conan.
He never seen Con Air.
No, what the fuck
See,
is Con Air?
fucking Con
Con Air
Air.
No.
when they're in it with their.
Oh.
My Nicolas Cage is we're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
No, fuck that Nicolas Cage.
I like that Nicolas Cage.
Like, bro,
though.
that shit
What was his
sucks. That
name in
movie's
Con Air?
terrible.
Dalton Page or something.
No,
what the fuck is
was
Con
it?
Air? What
it's
is
a
it?
fantastic movie.
Is that the one where he's a pilot?
No,
and
he's an
no,
inmate.
it's a flight.
He gets manslaughter for getting into a fight and kills the guy, but the guy hit his head, like type thing. He didn't mean to kill him, so he ends up doing time. But his chick was pregnant, so now he's got this kid, and he just wants to get out. And he ends up on this airplane with all these other convicts, but the other convicts decide we're taking over this plane, and he's like, motherfucker, like I'm free. He's free.
Why does this
basically.
sound so familiar?
You've seen it.
This sounds
And then
so
the
fucking familiar.
the main
It's
song
great.
from it was
John Malkovich is in it. The
Yeah.
whole world in
Is
his
in it?
hand. Right?
Yeah.
The creepy guy sings that.
and they got the what kind
Dave
of life
Chappelle's in
would
it.
I leave for the while?
This sounds like something I would like.
Dave Chappelle's in it. Yeah, remember Chappelle's?
Yeah.
in it.
When
He
this come out?
He gets thrown out of it.
Like 90s?
Yeah, the
I
97.
like 96, 90s.
John
when did the Breakfast
Cusack, John Malkovich. It's got a
Yes.
great cast.
John
Yeah,
Cusack.
it does.
When did the Breakfast Club come out?
86.
Okay, so that's like my
86,
type of
84?
old school.
I thought it was 84, 85.
Those
You
are
could be
my
right,
old,
though.
Maybe.
those are my old school movies.
Cameron Poe.
Cameron Poe. That's it.
Cameron Poe. But you know, Nick Cage is from that era. Like that's his era.
Every movie I've ever seen of Nicolas
Who
Cage.
Married Peggy Sue? What was the other one? Valley Girl. What was the other one Nick Cage did back then? Moonstruck was what 87.
Yeah.
Moonstruck was really good. Nick Cage is great. Like he just became silly.
Well, he's not great. He's like
He's won Oscars.
I
I
fucking
mean, he's
give me.
you know what it is? His Nicolas Cage is my Kevin Costner. That's all. That's
Yeah,
how I
but no,
explain
there's
it.
Nick Cage movies you like though. That's the difference.
I like Kevin Costner movies though.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, but
But you're saying that Nick Cage is your
What's
Kevin
the Kevin
Costner.
Costner? Kevin Costner is the one with he's like a serial killer and his daughter is a serial killer.
yes.
What movie is that? I watched that at 3 in the morning
It's
on,
so
on
good,
a
isn't
fucking
it?
warship.
How
and
good
I
is
wanted
that
to
movie?
kill
Terrible,
myself.
right? Yeah.
How good?
I'm
is
not
that?
gonna lie though,
He wanted
all jokes
to
aside, I was
kill
very
himself.
interested, but like
He
it
was a murderer, and the guy was fucking.
Well, that
the
was
photographer
what,
was
Mr. Brooks, right?
Yeah, Mr. Brooks.
Yeah,
That shit was dope.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Know how I know it wasn't?
How?
Kevin Costner's in it. That's how. I
Fuck you.
Guys never made a good movie. And it was the most boring, monotone, same motherfucker in every movie. He
was in he was in Waterworld too, right? That's Kevin Costner.
Yeah, another terrible movie.
Waterworld's my shit though. I'm not gonna lie. Now I kind of Rich kind of I'm a swing state right now.
No, you're
I'm
not,
a swing
you're
state, and
telling
I
me
think-
that you have bad taste in movies.
What about the Bodyguard?
We have similar tastes.
No,
You
but
like
you
you
said
like a lot of.
Waterworld is good. It's
I
not
like
good.
You
Waterworld.
like
Waterworld's my
you like the
shit.
Bodyguard, don't you? Whitney Houston.
No, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, why would he know that? He wasn't even born when that came out.
But Waterworld is my shit,
No,
bro.
Waterworld stinks. Kevin Costner has not made a good movie. He's god awful. Like
That's
people
fucked
always
up.
bring up The Untouchables to me too. I'm like, that's not my go-to gangster movie. There's
Yeah.
like 20 other gangster movies I'm going to before I'm never
Yeah.
going to The Untouchables.
Yeah,
to be
no,
honest
I'm
with
not.
you.
I'm not really going to
Because
that
it's about
either.
the cops. Fuck
Yeah.
the cops in gangster movies. I want to see the gangsters.
Yeah.
I like Boondock Saints. That's a good one for me.
Yeah, great movie.
Boondock
You know what,
Saints
though?
or
Like when
Departed.
you gotta. People hold that movie in very high regard.
They do.
Some of the dialogue is awful. Some of the acting is awful. Like Boondock Saints isn't a perfect movie. It's a good movie, and I like it.
And it's fun.
But there's
It's
a
fun,
lot.
though.
Yeah.
There's a lot wrong with that fucking movie.
Of course.
A
Yeah, the
lot
acting's
wrong.
pretty shitty from
And
some
a
people.
lot of the dialogue is like very just awkward. Like it doesn't seem natural. You know what I mean?
I think it's cool the way you shoot it.
But
And
no,
it flows.
I like it. I'm not trying to pick on it, but I have to because that's just what I do.
You know, if you're
pick
talking
on the
about dialogue,
Rocky
like
movies.
Scarface's like dialogue is shitty to me.
Oh, dialogue. Scarface is a joke. Like
Yeah.
that movie. That
Yo,
movie.
Derek Hans goes, Waterworld is my shit. That's dead ass the first time I've ever heard that.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got you, bro.
Waterworld lost more money than it made.
I got
my
you, bro.
God.
I fuck with
Waterworld was the
Waterworld.
biggest disaster in movie history.
Now listen, I'm all for hating on Rich, but
Oh
when
my
Rich is
God.
right, Kevin Costner might be all right.
No, he's not. He's not. He's fucking
Oh my
terrible.
God, I love it.
He's terrible. What were we talking about? We would say Boondock Saints, and then there was another one named after that.
I said The Departed.
No, you didn't.
You put me onto another Irish thing back then, Black Dahlia, or the Black the Black Orions or Black,
Oh, the Black Donnellys.
Black
It's not really an
Donnellys.
Irish thing. They just happen to have an Irish name. It was on NBC, that show originally.
really?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
with
shit.
Jonathan Tucker.
Jonathan Tucker.
Jonathan Tucker from Kingdom?
Yes.
Okay.
I
I know
There's
what I'm
actually,
doing.
like, when you watch the show, you literally know everybody in it
Yeah.
except for the brothers. But the other brother, Jimmy, he was in stuff. I can't remember. He was Smalls in Sandlot.
Was he?
Yeah, you know the crazy brother, the one who's always in trouble. They're trying to bail out constantly. He was Smalls in Sandlot. But it was one of the best shows. It just got caught in like a shitty night and a shitty time.
Yeah.
And I remember even when it was on, I was like, this show's not going to make it. I was like,
Yeah.
it's in such a weird spot. It was
You-
like a Monday, like right after Monday Night Football ended. Like it started after the Super Bowl.
Oh, so nobody's watching it.
Exactly.
Like it's on, but it's not really getting watched.
But
Yeah.
I have the one season, and anyone who's watched it was like, this fucking show is the greatest thing ever, but
Yeah.
fuck you, because it ends on a crazy cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like the show ends with people getting shot, and they're driving off, and all
that's
this
it?
chaos, and you never got any more. Like they
Oh my
canceled it.
God, I can't. That's why I don't want to start anything with Jonathan Tucker in it, bro. Because I feel like all his shows after Kingdom, because
Every-
Kingdom didn't end.
Yeah.
It didn't end. It didn't really,
I thought Kingdom ended well. Like Alvy had his fight. Like
bro. It
That dude's
didn't
an
end.
awesome actor, though, Jonathan Tucker.
He's an
Awesome.
amazing
Jonathan
actor.
Tucker is a beast.
Yeah.
Everybody in Kingdom's a good actor, except for like the side actors. They're kind of trash. But everybody, like the main characters, you can watch all of them and not get bored.
Like-
Even with fucking Keith.
Keith was one of the best parts of the show.
Yeah.
Even with Keith, him and Ryan's relationship was some of the best parts of that show.
Ryan's such a fucking
Like
manipulative
when
of
Alicia
shit.
caught what's his face standing there with the hammer.
and then he fucking blasts his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was
Dude,
gangster.
Keith was fucking amazing. I loved Keith. He
Keith,
was
when
one of my
when he
favorite
fucking
parts.
took the knife, he's like, Keith, no. Stab
Well, when
him.
he
I can't
just
believe they
smacks-
put him in Cobra Kai.
And he was great in that too.
They
Yeah.
put Keith in Cobra Kai?
Yeah, in second season too. He's what is he? He's like a stingray or something
Yeah,
like that.
yes.
He even gets a beard like a stingray. He's fucking crazy in it. He's like this old dude that wants to hang out with teenagers.
Yep.
And then what else? I was gonna say something else. I think it was about Kingdom. Keith, talking about Keith, Alicia,
Alicia, you telling
Ryan,
the
and then
hammer.
Cobra Kai. Fuck it. I lost my train of thought.
But yeah, nah, Kingdom didn't end though. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. You said it ended.
yes. No,
It
I
didn't
thought it
end.
ended perfectly. Like I really
No.
did.
Perfectly?
Yeah.
You thought that wrapped up everything. First of all, for season 1, whatever happened with the fucking Mexicans, they just gave up.
Well, they got away. What do you mean? They got their revenge and they fucked off.
They didn't get any revenge.
No, and not Alvy and them, because what are they going to keep going back and forth with Mexican gangbangers? He can't do that. Like, he shouldn't have. He beat them up, and, that was that. And then they fucked
And then
up
they
Nate.
came up, and then they
Yeah,
fucked
but
up
now
Nate, and then they came back to the house,
Yeah,
and then
they go
fucking.
back and do that again. I mean,
and then-
Alvy's not a gangster.
I'm not talking about Alvy. Alvy didn't even do anything. I'm talking about Jay.
Jay never found out who did it.
Yeah, he did. He finds out it's the Mexicans, and then he goes into the house. Remember, and he's
leaves
about
them
to
'cause
kill.
they're kids.
Yeah, and then that's it. And then the Mexicans just say fuck off, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, because they had kids and shit. And he saw they have lives too.
What about with Dom?
I mean, Alvy should have controlled himself.
What about with Dom? What about Alicia? What about?
She went to what's his face's camp.
Okay, so what about Dom?
Fuck Dom. They fired him and threw him out of there. Remember? He was a weirdo who tried to fucking fuck over everybody.
So
with
what
the-
happens with Jay? What about his daughter?
Well, that we'll just have to.
That's what I'm saying.
But
It
that's
didn't end perfectly.
But you can do that with any show. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
you could be like, all right, it can keep going. But I'm
But I
saying
mean,
like they just stopped.
because now that Nate's gone, like where are you gonna keep?
Fuck that.
going
You don't
with it?
need Nate.
No,
Nate
I
was-
know, but
Nate
no,
was
Nate
like the
was
worst.
a huge part though, because
I
him
hated
and
Nate.
Jay. Yes, but him and Jay's relationship is so important to that show because he's one of the main things that keeps Jay alive.
That's true.
Like if it wasn't for Nate, how many times would Jay probably killed himself?
That's true.
So Nate being gone, he was huge for that show. As much and the whole thing about him being gay and being outed, like that suspense for however many episodes it went on for, which was seasons. Like
Yeah.
he didn't tell Alvy until the last fucking second to last
Yeah,
episode.
until he got fucking shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that was a fucked up ending.
and that part was had to be probably the biggest holy shit moment in TV history for me.
Yeah.
Because you had that moment of you're telling me you're a fucking uses the F word to his son who's trying to like finally
Oh, it's so
come
bad.
to
He's like, don't tell me you're. He like
and
smacks
then
his drink.
walks
He's like,
out
starts.
and has a fight with a dude and gets shot and killed, and that's how his father now. And that's the last thing you ever said to your son. Was that?
It's horrible. All right, listen. What do you got on the list here?
Let's see. Yo, what up, Nikki Nines? Shout out everyone in the chat: Frankie, Derek, Nikki, Aunt Cindy, Doug Fox. Anyone else? If I missed you, I'm sorry, but we love you. Shrek's 20.
What?
Shrek is 20 years old.
Somebody once told me.
I mean, like now I start hearing things like that, and I go, yeah, that's about right. Like Biggie's this year is gonna be 24 years he's dead.
Wow.
And you look on it and you go, yeah. Like some things
Holy
blow your
shit,
mind
man.
where you're like, I can't believe.
Yeah.
But
that's
now I feel like we're past that now, like our age. I feel like when you hear things, you just go, yeah.
Is Biggie oldies now?
Oh, yeah.
Biggie was an oldie when I was fucking in school.
Yeah, he's old school, bro.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Biggie is like one of the like kids. I was listening to Biggie probably like listening back and trying to like.
And
you know what I'm saying,
Biggie's
like,
not like Run DMC to him. Biggie's like Grandmaster Flash to him.
Yeah.
Like, we had Run DMC.
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
Like, he goes back to, a hip.
Yeah, Biggie's-
a hip to the hip. That's Biggie right now.
Biggie to
that
me
generation.
is like we're playing basket.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Curtis
that's
Blow.
what-
Yeah,
that's
it's like
to
Curtis
me.
Blow.
Exactly.
To you.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
fucked up.
Biggie is to me.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
But you
Biggie,
know what? Like,
Ice Cube.
but we're never
Eazy-E.
going back and be like, in the 90s, I wasn't like, yo, Curtis Blow, bro. That guy can fucking,
Yeah.
who was it?
That's the breaks.
What's
That's the
yeah,
breaks.
Broken glass everywhere.
Everywhere.
Who was that? Like, we never looked back and like, yo, those guys could do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
know?
some songs come on like LL Cool J.
LL, yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like
but
like
that
if
was
that
a
came
whole-
on my
but
playlist, I'd
LL
be
was
like,
kind of a
alright.
turning point in hip hop where it stopped being. Because hip hop started, it was all about the DJ. The MC was just there just to kind of hype the crowd.
Yeah.
But it was the DJ. There was no rapper.
Well, yeah, it was,
and
it
then
was
the
for the
MC,
breakdancers.
Yeah, but yes, it was a thing for the breakdancers and the
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah.
The DJ was the star.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the MC would come up with rhymes, and then like there would be two DJs battling, and his MC would shit on this one, so he would now come up with a rhyme. And that's
Yeah.
kind of how hip hop started with rappers.
Yeah,
Like there
okay.
wasn't really rappers that were on stage performing until the DJ needed that hype man. It's kind of weird if you think about it, because
Oh,
now
so
the
it's kind of like
DJ
in Juice when they were like
yeah,
cutting the records and going
Yeah.
back and forth.
I
like
love
that.
Juice, man. One of my favorites.
Q.
So, yeah.
it is. It's a great movie, and it shows how good Tupac really was as an actor,
Yeah.
because he just turned
Oh my god.
insane.
I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about myself. And
Yeah.
as soon as I decide you ain't shit.
Blah.
He
You remember
was
that
fucking great.
motherfucker? Because I'm the one y'all need to be worried about.
Yeah, yo,
You only breathing because I let you breathe.
this shit was
No.
a wild
When he
motherfucker.
says that to fucking fat guy in the apartment,
yeah,
dummy.
Q. He
No,
did say that to
you
Q.
worded it wrong. I forget what the fuck he said.
Yeah, well, at least I had it. You know?
All right, yeah. What did he say then, Rich? Since we're
What'd he say
fucking
then,
quote
pal?
master flex over here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
Would you
Jerk off.
eat that thing that fucking fat kid made? That green
with
slop
the
that he
fucking
made?
with the old English
The
spear in
eggs
it?
and dude, it was green.
Oh
What
my
did he make?
God.
I don't
He
remember.
makes these fucked up eggs while they're watching White
gross.
Heat, and it looks absolutely disgusting.
Ugh.
Like, was there ever food in a movie or a TV show where you're like, yo, I wish
Yeah, that shit looks
I can
fucking
have the Big
gross.
Kahuna Burger.
Yeah.
Always looked good. The way
Yeah.
Sam Jackson takes a bite of it, like,
Ugh.
it just looks really fucking good.
Huh.
But, yeah,
Fucking Pulp Fiction. What a great one, too. That's another great movie.
yeah. What was I watching the other day?
Have
They
you
had
seen
this-
that Pulp Fiction?
I've never watched Pulp
What?
Fiction
Wow.
to its entirety.
Ah, you're missing out so
That's a
much.
disturbance. Dude, put that top
Do you
to your list.
do you
Yeah.
know that there's a bunch like there's
He
there's a
made-
good
He
there's
made
a
his
good,
daughter watch Pulp Fiction.
yo there's a good 5
Which
to 10
one?
movies, right? There's a good 5 to 10 movies that we could have you watch and you will be fucking mind blown.
It'll change your life.
Yeah.
like movies that will change.
I feel like I've seen all the
No,
life-changing
but
movies.
no.
bro.
I
If we
know about
sit
Pulp
here-
Fiction, and they go
Back.
back, and they gotta
No.
kill a guy,
You
and
know
then
what, next time we have
counters. and like-
downtime, I want you to. We're gonna stand here. I'm gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna just say, "Have you seen it? Have you seen it?" Everything you say no to. we're
Bro,
gonna
I
write
just
down.
said that. I was like, I want to have a movie night before we even started talking about this.
Yeah, but I could put you on the movies that you didn't even know existed. You know, like I watch movies that this guy doesn't even know.
Yeah,
Like
so-
Rise of the Foot Soldier. Remember when I put you on to that one?
yeah.
How fucking great is that movie? Nobody knows that movie. It's a British gangster movie. True story. fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
You bring it up to anybody, no one's even heard of it. Then it didn't even get released over here.
Really?
Yeah. There's a bunch of movies that I like that, are either from Australia, England.
You ever see Attack the Block or Attack on
They
Block?
just announced they're doing a sequel.
Really?
Yeah, John Boyega's back and the original director's back.
Okay.
Which him being older now, I'm like, that's pretty cool. Because maybe it's his kids.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna do
I
it.
don't know how they're gonna spin that off.
Well,
Like,
those
what are they gonna do?
aliens, I mean, have every right to come back. They
No,
fucked
yeah.
their crew up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they were doing here to begin with, but they weren't peaceful.
That was a good movie that wasn't released in.
No, that was a British movie.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of British movies
there's
that don't
some
get
that
released over here.
I watched. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm a big movie buff, but I'm young, so there's some things that I've skipped over.
Yeah.
Then that I probably.
See, the
Did you ever
problem is,
see
too,
that
now-
vampire movie on Netflix,
Which-
Stakeland? I think it was.
Yeah, it was all right.
I liked it. Did you
It
see
was all right.
Stakeland 2?
No. See, here's the problem with your.
Did you just cut your fingers over here?
Yeah,
This guy
it-
just pulls out a big ass sword and
it fucking
slices his
closed to my
fingers.
finger.
Anybody watching on the camera, I hope you were looking at Richie for that, because I saw it with my eyes and I could only got that recorded.
Oh.
I don't
So-
know what he was doing. We'll go back and look at that. But the problem with your generation is now you have 50 streaming services to go through.
Well, not my generation.
No. I'm saying you're just the world today. I'm just saying.
Because
I have the same problem.
I'm a different
Where
soul.
I'll
I'm a different
go
breed.
to 10 different streaming services, be like, all right, I might come back to that. And you're looking through shit for an hour before you even decide on anything. And then you're like, fucking, I'm watching King of Queens episodes again. Because you're just like,
Yeah.
you can't even be bothered.
I do that. I'm
But-
like, I'm just gonna watch Kingdom.
But we would go to the video store where now it's like, all right, I'm in the mood for an action. I'm in the mood for this. And you would go to that section and you knew
Blockbuster?
this is my choices. If I
Yeah.
don't pick from here, I'm leaving with nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm picking something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the whole VHS thing was awesome because
I mean, I was around for that. I
But that's
was around
why
for
I
a
like
Blockbuster.
this. And that's why I don't like.
I was a big DVD guy,
I
especially.
don't bring the streaming thing down
Yeah.
here. It's down here now because I was watching fights or something. But I don't leave it down here because I want you to pick from there. Like, there's good movies there. There's something for everybody there. And if you find something that you've never even heard of and you took a chance on, like, I don't buy shitty movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So most of everything down here is going to be at least watchable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A good movie.
Yeah. So you don't know how many times me and Jess will be like, let's watch a movie. I pick something. She goes, I don't want to watch this shit. What is this? And I go, just watch it. Just watch it. Trust me. 10 out of 10 times, by the time the movie's over, she goes, that was really good. And I go, yeah, I know. Well, now she kind of trusts me more.
I can't watch movies with people unless I could watch a movie with you. One, I don't like when people talk.
I won't talk.
Two, I like to rewatch things.
See, the problem with me watching with people is when people aren't paying attention. Like that
That
drives
annoys me. That
insane.
annoys me. So like if I'm with a girl and I'm like, yo, let's watch this movie. Like I put bullshit
And they
on.
pick their phone up or something.
Yeah, I'm like, watch the fucking movie. What do
Yeah.
you do? Like I get actually upset.
I want to, like, most of the time I would want to take the phones. Like the past few times we came down here, we told everybody, no electronics. We're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like, leave your shit. Watch
You
the
gotta
fucking
do
movie.
that now, and the fact that you're conscious enough to be like, yo, reset. You have to put the phone down.
But because people
You gotta
are so
do that. Just live in
unwilling.
the fucking moment. Just leave your phone
We're
upstairs
so
for an hour and a
used to
half.
now, this being constant entertainment. If I have 2 seconds of downtime, it's pick this up
yeah.
and
See
waste
what's
that.
going
Yeah,
on, yeah.
see what's going on, and just waste time on here, and that's it.
You miss everything. People go to live events and don't even watch the live
No.
events. They watch
Because
their
they're watching
phone.
it through their fucking phone, so they
So
can rewatch it.
stupid.
It's the dumbest thing, and I feel like that's why I'm so far ahead of my fucking. That's why I said not my generation, because I'm
Yeah.
like I'm an old soul. Like I still have young tendencies, and I still do
Yeah.
young guy shit for my. Like I'm not fucking ancient, but neither are you guys. You know what I'm saying? You guys are just older men. Oh my god, bro!
Imagine you being brought into the hospital.
that?
Hold on, I'm gonna show you in a second.
Holy
You
shit!
being brought into the hospital and that's what they do to you? Like, I'd be fucking furious. Ready, look. This guy's being wheeled in on a fucking gurney. Go to my YouTube, Rocky SU 11, and you can see the video we're talking about. He's being wheeled in by ambulance
fucked
workers, and they just dump him on the side, but in between the fucking door.
Yeah, but the fuck, it goes right on his
Yeah.
neck.
He just smashed. Like, he couldn't have been a worse fall. And he's tied to the gurney, so it's not like he could
Oh
even
my
brace
God.
for it or
Yeah,
nothing. He
like
just
he's fucked.
just ate shit.
Right in his chin too.
I love shit like that, though. That made me laugh. Like, I was on the couch by
Oh my
myself,
God.
saw
You
that,
started cracking
and I
up.
went, all right, that was pretty good. You know, I love shit
God.
like that when people fucking just eat shit.
Yeah, fuck them.
Airlines might start weighing people. I'm all for this.
You fat
What
fuck.
do you mean weighing people?
Because you're fucked. Good thing you started the gym.
like weighing people to like if you're too heavy, sorry.
Really?
Yeah,
You're just
Get
like,
the fuck
fuck.
out of here.
yeah,
How the fuck can they do that?
because it's their company. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And there's weight limitations on flights and shit like that you have to think about.
Wait,
So like when you got a guy,
I'm not fucking heavy.
dude, hold on, ready?
yeah, Rich.
You-
You're part of the problem.
How do you fit in an airplane seat?
You're
I just sit down like you do.
Yeah, but how do you fit? how do you fit in it? Are
I
you
eat-
comfortable?
I eat just like you eat.
Yeah.
Are
I
you
shit just
comfortable?
like you shit.
I'm not that
Because I can
comfortable.
spread out a little bit because I'm smaller.
Yeah,
Like,
of
Yeah,
course.
Okay,
basically you're fucking
now-
huge.
say you and another you sit next to me, and I'm in the fucking middle. All right, like that's a nightmare. For
First of all,
somebody.
that smell alone.
Well, like some big, huge
I don't
fucking.
smell you,
no,
fuck.
he doesn't.
No,
But
just
say some big, huge fucking fat guy, like
sweaty and
like the guy
Yeah.
he was talking about before.
Yeah.
Okay, that comes in and gets his haircut with the
Yeah,
kids. You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about now? Okay,
Yeah.
say he sits next to you,
Okay, yeah, he smells.
but not even like regardless of that.
Yeah,
Like you're now, he's gonna encroach in my shit.
of course.
Like there's no fucking way that's
Yeah.
not getting in
No,
my
you're
area.
not escaping that.
So like, either if you only buy one ticket,
Yeah,
you need to be X amount.
yeah.
Like height wise, whatever. Fuck height. That's unlimited height. But the weight thing is it's
nah, that makes
fucked
sense.
up for other people.
Yeah,
there
you
was this guy that I
selfish
know.
fat fucks.
There was a guy that I know, and
Think about WrestleMania. You
Yeah.
dealt with it at WrestleMania.
yeah, I sit next to somebody really fat. There was this guy that he owned like a pager store near my
I remember
my
that
shop,
guy
and he was big. He
by
was
the
like,
train station,
He
right?
was like from here to like
Pager store. Look how
wide,
old
like
this
really
is, too.
wide, right? And he was
That's
probably
crazy.
like 600-700 pounds.
Yeah, he was huge.
Now he used to ride this motorcycle, and it was
3 wheels.
no, it was 2 wheels.
I always
and
picture fat people
was-
with like sidecars.
Yo, it would scream.
why?
It would you
the Guinness Book, the two fat guys on the motorbikes.
yeah.
That's what I always think of.
When he would go and hit the gas, the thing would be
Crying. Crying. What are you doing to me?
It would cry. You would hear it cry. It was so bad. He would fall asleep out of nowhere. Like he would
Oh,
just
he'd
be
be like
talking
this.
to you.
He was that big.
yeah, because he was that big. He would just fall asleep and that was it. He was gone. And then
Those
he'd
are
come
called
back.
when you're that big. That's not falling asleep. That's mini death.
Yeah.
That's one
What-
more. That's
what
one
was
more
wrong
of
with
those
this
closer
person?
to death.
Did you
this
guys
is
tell him
real.
like he was falling asleep
Okay,
and
now
shit?
hold on.
You think he doesn't know it?
The one time it used to smell the whole place.
I'll
used
be
to
like this.
smell.
I'll be like, hey, wake up, wake
Oh,
up,
this is the
do
important part.
something.
The whole place used to smell. Okay, and it would smell like if you had your nose in his ass crack. It would smell like mildew, like old mildew shit, because he couldn't.
Yeah, because he
couldn't
can't wipe
wash
properly,
everywhere.
and he can't wipe properly.
There was a time when he
Oh
went
my
to the gym,
God.
okay, and the fan was behind him. When I'm telling you, he
Cleared
cleared
out the room.
the whole fucking gym.
Mm.
That fan took that stench and
Into the mic.
boom,
Yeah,
right in
it
everybody's
punches you.
fucking nose, man. It
Yep.
was so fucking bad.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
left. Everybody fucking left.
Yeah, we had a guy like that at my old job.
That's
He was
disgusting.
huge, fat, and like
yeah.
had no remorse. Like he would come in and he'd have 3 honey buns for breakfast. Like this was
Yeah.
breakfast. 3 honey buns, 2 bagels, a Diet Coke, like all this shit. And knew he was a huge mess. He would say it like, "Oh, I'm fat," but didn't give a fuck. Like did nothing to combat it. Smelled god or like straight
Yeah.
up shit.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean?
so
like
gross.
straight up
That's
shit.
fucking
so,
insane.
So they took
But you
him.
can't do anything about it.
They took him and they put him in a storage closet. They were like, "We're gonna move your." Not. They didn't say because you stink.
Yeah.
We're putting, but we all knew.
Oh my god.
That's where you because no one really had to deal with him directly. Like you
Yeah.
could always call him or email to deal with
You
him.
don't want to deal with him like that.
So they put him in there with an air purifier, and he had no. It was a closet.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
like it was a walk-in closet, but not a big one.
Yeah.
Like it was maybe
So did
Maybe-
he survive in there?
until he got fired, but he was there for years.
Oh
But it
my
was maybe
God.
5 by 8
Yeah.
at best,
and
if
it
that.
just held
Oh
him.
my
That was
God.
it.
Yeah.
We had the kid that wasn't even fat like that, but just stunk
He
in
stunk.
the Navy.
Mm.
And it's different because like we have to live with you,
Yeah.
so we have to smell your laundry.
But like, how
and
do you
your
not
farts
know it?
and your
Like,
shit
I can
and your.
smell my armpits when I'm a little
If I
stinky.
smell like
But we had,
mildew, I know.
like told like me especially. I'd be like this. Listen, I'd be like, let's just call his name Seaman Smith, because his name was Seaman
Did he
Smith.
have a medical issue?
Smith, Warren Smith. If you're watching this, you fucking stunk.
Did he have a medical issue? Allegedly.
No,
Allegedly.
he just didn't shower, bro. He would just jump in. So we this is what we found out. I'd be like, hey, like, let's try to be nice at first. Like, Smith, you fucking stink. I mean, that's not nice, but it's honest. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's talking
It's
about
not
it.
nice that
everybody's
you stink
telling you,
and
like,
I'm
you're
around you.
smelling. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but maybe put some more deodorant on. Keep a body spray
Some
with
people
you.
can't wear
you know.
deodorant because of pore issues or
All right. Well,
they're
keep
allergic or
keep some
religious
body
reasons.
spray on. We find out that he's not even fucking doing any of that. He's not wearing he's not wearing deodorant. We make him wear deodorant. He still starts stinking. 2, he's not washing his uniforms. So he's sleeping. He's like to wake up in the morning. He was going home playing videos all night, not showering, and then going to sleep in his uniform. So he's wearing the same underwear and like pants for like 2-3 days before he's showering. So
I can't wear the same underwear 2 days in a row.
No,
That's gross. Like I would feel like a disgusting pig.
When I sleep out somewhere, my next thing that morning is bacon, egg, and cheese, and shower.
Yeah.
You know?
Like when I
Like,
take
that's
off
my
a pair
drunk
of
recipe.
socks, those socks are now done. Like
Yeah.
there's no taking
No,
off
no,
socks
you
and
can't
putting
do
them
that.
back on
And-
once. Like the new
And
socks.
if you dry yourself with like a mildewish towel, you have to take another shower. Like you know, you have not
Yeah.
dried the towels right away or something. You fucking leave it. It smells like mildew, and then your whole
And then
body will smell
and then you're like,
mildew.
fuck. Like I did that.
He
That
smelled like
I
mildew.
jumped back in the fucking shower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
You
take
have
2
to.
showers because of that reason.
That
Like
mildew is bad.
yeah, like the wash wasn't done right or something. Or
Yeah.
someone forgot something. You smell it on the towel.
But that
And
dude
you're
that
like,
where
no.
was in the beeper place, it smelled like mildew because he was always wet and like just he
And
just
listen,
couldn't-
anybody
sweating,
that's like,
too.
oh, I have the most spectacular hygiene. I showered every day of my entire life is fucking bullshit.
No, this
There's
is a
been
guy
times.
ready
There's been
to-
times I haven't showered.
Yeah, but
All right,
But
is
this
like
isn't
over,
this
right?
isn't a fucking daily
All right,
occurrence.
As far as how you shower, ready? This is my shower. Wash my hair if I need it. I don't do it every day, every other day.
Yeah, I'm
Wash
not
my
saying
face, and then pits, balls, ass really well. Everything else a once over.
Yeah.
Bro, I
Right?
swear to
Yeah.
God, it's the same exact way. I
Yeah.
do the shower. Well, it depends how hard I went at class, because normally you're not supposed to wash your hair every day.
Yeah.
So I always fucking I wet it. Sometimes I'll go like if I'm sweating a lot, like it's like 2 days, then I'm like, all right, fucking shampoo
But you're
first.
supposed to get
I do
those
the hair
natural
first.
oils
Yeah.
every now and then.
I
those-
do the
yeah.
hair first, right? Same thing. I do the face. I kind of get in my beard a little bit because you never know, some shit gets in there.
Yeah, I
or
work
whatever.
my way down though. That's why I do my hair first to get all that grunge out that goes now
Pits?
all over me.
Pits, real good.
Real good,
Like
yeah.
this whole area, like kind of a little bit on the chest.
All
Balls,
down here.
balls,
yeah.
ass, and then I do a real quick,
legs and feet.
quick sweep of the legs, and then I go in on the feet a little bit because people
Yeah.
forget about like the gunk that gets in your
Yeah,
toes and shit.
yeah, yeah.
So I do a quick toe, and then everything else is just like,
See now, Rich is
Just
a
like
giant.
this.
I'm gonna assume Richie is not as thorough as us.
yo,
Why
you have
not?
because you have fucking
because you have
creases and
harder to
crevices.
reach areas and you got
Yo, I
more
have
bending.
I have arms, and I'm not fucking like. What the fuck you talking
How about
about?
You
reach
got
on your back?
you got creases and
I
crevices.
can reach on any
The
part.
back is the worst. Normally
Back sucks.
normally if I'm at my
I
girls
can
or she's
wipe
at
my
mine, I
ass.
make her
I know
wash
that,
my
I'm
back.
you know.
capable.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You do have
That's
long arms.
horrible.
Yeah, but shower. I mean,
You got a lot. What we're saying is you have a lot more creases.
You got
And
more
if-
areas
Look,
and more
if we
reach.
look, that's what I'm saying. If they start weighing people at the airport,
Yeah.
you might not make it.
Well, I'm gonna. Make
no, Richard, he'll be all right
Listen,
for the weighing. I think.
This is my 3rd week of the gym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What are you doing there?
everything.
Cardio and weights.
Cardio and weights.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
So
All right.
I'm changing my
What
life.
kind of cardio are you doing?
The steps.
Why don't you
Oh,
quit smoking? If you quit
Fuck.
smoking, I'll
I
take you
will.
serious.
Yeah.
Come
'Cause
on,
I
bro.
quit-
Bro,
yo.
I was a much heavier smoker than you are, and I did it on a dime.
I quit smoking.
Like,
Rock,
it-
guess
it's-
when I quit smoking?
When?
October, bro. No, September when I started training.
Yeah,
I went to one jujitsu class. I was like, all right, if I'm gonna take this serious, I have to stop smoking.
Yeah, but you're
cigarettes.
also young, man.
Dude, I
know?
was a heavy,
fucking-
heavy smoker. Like
Life
Yo,
has
I
a
was
weight
smoking
on you.
2.5
he
packs a
barely
day.
smokes a half a pack.
When I
a
got
day,
to
this
in the
guy.
summer, how many cigarettes would we go on the front and smoke?
Like a few, quite a few.
We smoke the same amount, but he's like a social, like he smokes real quick, whatever. You probably smoke 15 cigarettes a day,
But I smoke
16.
half of the cigarette.
Yeah, he won't.
No,
fin-
I'm
I've
taking him
never
to the
seen
head.
Him finish a cigarette.
I'm
Yeah,
smoking
I'd
like
finish it. Yeah.
2 packs a day.
And I just had a day where my breathing was fucked up. Like I was working in the office.
Wow, I did
and
all that,
I
spit
went
the
out,
black shit up. I was like,
I
oh.
went out to the warehouse and it was like a musky, like like just a fucking hot day, like a fucking nasty day. And I went out there and when I came back into the office, I felt like someone was slightly choking me. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't catch my breath right. So I left and I jumped in my truck. I had my cigarettes there. I threw them out the window. I was like, fuck, because immediately I'm like, can't breathe. What do I do that fucks up breathing? Smoking. Threw them. Never had a cigarette since. It's almost 3 years now.
It's crazy.
And I smoked for 20.
You get
4
that
years
burn. You get
before
that
that.
burn in your lungs when
Yeah.
you're smoking, and you're like doing anything that like
Mhm.
requires cardio. You're like,
Yeah.
your lungs literally burn. Like
Yeah.
it's like they're on fire. I
It
fucking
sucks.
I haven't had that feeling. I've been in 10 months now. I haven't had a feeling in almost a year.
Yeah.
I mean, well, nah, it took a while to build up to that, but jujitsu and like fighting and the that's a lot of cardio
I was
at
smoking
once. On top of going to the gym, on top of running the way I run, it's like
I smoked
a
since
lot.
I was 12 years old, and I quit 3 years now, so I was 35, I guess, around there, somewhere around 35 when I quit. But 24 years smoking. Started at 12. It was a fucking baby.
Yeah.
All I know is smoking, and just throw them. That was it. Never took another fucking drag. I crave like crazy something. I walk into the store, and I'll see the Newports sitting there. And I stopped smoking Newports for a couple of years. I went to Marlboro Lights, but I love Newports. They're so fucking good. And I'll see them, and then, like they're calling to me, like,
Really?
"You want us, baby?"
Still to this day?
Dude, still to because
But that's
dude,
crazy.
I
I don't
love
even-
smoking.
I
I
don't
just
even
know
have
it's terrible, so I stopped. If it wasn't bad, I would be smoking to this day.
I don't
know,
even
I know.
have the fucking urge for them anymore. I think that
I
tastes
don't.
fucking
But
nasty now.
until
I'm like,
I see someone smoking on TV, or
that that's
like,
crazy.
every now and
Whenever
then I'll
I'm
be
like,
"Oh."
when I'm watching a movie, I used to Peaky Blinders was the worst for me because
Always smoking.
he's smoking every
Yeah.
scene.
Wow.
So I'd see him smoke, and I'm like, this shit is gangster. And I'm like drinking whiskey.
You're like,
Fuck
yo,
it.
I need a cigarette.
Yeah, and I'm smoking in my room. I'm smoking. Next thing you know, I'm one episode in, and that's like 10 days for them.
Yeah.
And I just
God.
smoked my pack.
Oh.
Dude,
You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
get like vivid, like I see the
Sons
box
of Anarchy
sitting-
hit me like that too. I would
they
have
were
to
smoking
smoke.
too.
I had to smoke
But
all
I'll
the
see
time.
him sitting there, and I can envision myself taking the plastic off, pulling the silver out, and lighting up. and,
You're
and
that.
just feeling that
Oh
first
my God.
drag.
You're a
and
little
just being
further
like,
than I am.
Dude, I love.
But
smoking.
how long you? What? A couple years now, right?
Now it'll be 3 years in like August, around there. 3 years now.
Have you? Okay, 3 years.
Not a drag since then. Not a
Now
one
one
drag.
fucking
Not a
puff.
single drag. No.
Really?
No.
Who smokes in the chat? Who
Yeah.
smokes?
But trust me, like I get fucking tempted bad sometimes where I'm like, oh, I want to.
That's you're better than me because I've
Drinking
been.
is probably the worst, right?
But with this,
Drinking
it helps
sucks.
because I have this, so
Yeah.
this helps big time. But now I have this. I smoke this. All
Yeah,
the
but
time.
that's fucking worse for you.
No one knows.
Yeah, but we're gonna find out though. That's the thing.
We'll see. And by the time we find out, I'll be old anyway, and whatever. And maybe I'll get into a lawsuit, and my kids will be well to do because of it,
Yeah.
like all the tobacco lawsuits.
Well, you know what? I got the Zins, so I'm no better.
Zins, yeah, that's like the new
You-
tobacco.
But
pouch
it's-
without-
But it's just a nicotine
no
pouch.
tobacco.
It's literally just nicotine in a pouch. Nicotine
Well,
and
that's
salt.
what this is, nicotine, and that's it.
Yeah, but there's like that's a liquid and there's vapes and shit. I know that this is nicotine and flavored salt. I know that for a fact. That's it. That's the
You were
only two
there when
things
it
in
was
there.
packaged.
Yeah,
You were there when it was
I made
packaged.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched
Sure, yeah.
That's why I have that argument with Jess about organic shit. She's
Yeah.
like, it's organic. I go, how do we know?
Yeah.
I
We
go,
don't really know.
we don't
how
know.
do we know?
I go, we're paying $2 extra for something that
Yeah.
they say it's organic, but what the fuck do we know? We don't know.
This
You
could
know
be
that-
made in the
you know
same.
Most of the time, that organic shit looks a lot better, though.
No.
The meat does, absolutely.
Yeah.
But like milk, I'm like, I don't.
Grass-fed
fuck
beef
different?
is way better than
Oh,
corn-fed.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or like
grass-fed
that-
beef,
yeah,
and you can
it's-
see the difference
yeah,
in the
yeah.
color and
Yeah.
in the way the meat is. It's just better.
Grass-fed is
My
definitely the
brother-in-law is big into that. He's a bodybuilder, and he's all grass-fed and all this other shit. And he would get us these steaks, these nice fucking cuts that were phenomenal.
Yeah.
They were really fucking good.
Hmm.
I mean, aren't all cows grass-fed though? Like, what else are they eating?
No corn. That was a big
Cows don't
huge
eat
thing.
corn.
Can you
No,
imagine if
that's
they were
what they
meat
listen.
eaters?
That's how they got
Corn has
chickens and
zero nutrition.
that's
though.
why it was fucking the cows up, and that's how they get them so big and fat. And they was selling that meat, and it's cheaper. It's actually cheaper for them to buy this fucking corn and grow this corn than it is to fucking do grass. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
It's
that's
more
weird.
expensive for the cows to eat grass than it is to eat fucking corn.
Well, because
So they
there's-
feed them,
corn's more accessible.
and
Because
it's,
once they eat your field,
it's
but
just
they're-
troughs of corn getting these fucking cows fat or
I mean,
whatever.
grass grows pretty quick, right?
I'm telling you, there's a huge study on it.
But
It's
also, I mean,
so
a
much
cow
business
plays-
as a business, and they treat
Yeah.
these fucking animals like shit. Grass fed are normally they have their bull, they have their couple bulls, and then they have their fucking cows that they slaughter. But they have like they try to do it like.
Hey, how many cows are killed a year?
Oh my god, I'd say probably
gonna
like
look it up.
1.7.
It's got to be billions, right? Billions.
No,
of-
I don't think
We
billions.
go through a lot of meat.
Oh
Think
shit.
about how much fucking steak you go through a day.
Maybe
Hamburgers.
1 point.
Hamburgers alone.
Nah,
Yeah.
but billions is like in the fucking
Yes.
the population.
yeah.
Like we're not
How do you-
going through billions
how
a
do you
year. Think about that.
reproduce-
That's killing
How
the
do you
population of the
reproduce cows
planet.
that much to
They're
fucking-
killing the population of the planet in a year.
All right, in the U.S., just the U.S., more than
1.6?
No, 29 million cows suffer and die. This is PETA. All right.
Fuck you. Next.
Well, it's the number's probably right still though. 29 million cows for meat and dairy every year.
Wow.
Now, where are all those cows? Like, well, I want to go to the factory where there's 5,000 cows just there. Like, what?
You never seen those
Where are you
documentaries
feeding
and
these
shit?
things?
I've seen some
Corn.
things,
They feed them corn and
it's
they give them
mostly
hormone
PETA.
steroids and shit. And
Yeah,
they
they
fuck
keep
them
them
up.
in little cages.
And they keep them in. It's
It's-
sick. It's
but
fucked
they're
up.
literally bred to be fed. Like that's it. Like
Yeah.
that's their life. Like they're here for our survival.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that's what they're here for. Correct?
Yeah, but then you got the grass fed. Like it's just a little more natural the way they slaughter. Like
All right, but
eventually,
the
like
grass-fed place. How big is this place, and how many cows do they have circulating that they're like?
my buddy has a farm. He has a couple acres. He has like a couple
but even
acres
if
of
you have
walnut butter,
100,
a
how
couple
many
acres
steaks
of
and stuff you
fucking
getting out of
blueberries,
them?
and he comes.
And then
he
now you got to
slaughters-
replace those 100.
Well, he you know he has his bull. He has 2 bulls now, and he has fucking I think 4 or 5 cows.
I mean,
Well, as many as he fucking slaughters. I don't know. It's a good
An-
question. I don't know the
here's-
schematics of
here's
it.
the annual U.S. animal death stats. Chickens. Guess how many? How many you think?
Chickens.
Yeah.
A year.
I'd
Yeah.
say
37.
What?
63 million.
37 million.
Not even close.
129 million.
Just shy of 8 billion chickens
oh my
a year.
God.
8
Globally.
Billion.
Globally.
annual U.S.
Oh my God, that's a lot of
8
chicken.
billion.
That's fucking crazy.
Think chicken nuggets alone, baby.
Yeah.
McDonald's,
Holy fuck.
Burger King, Wendy's, fast food chicken nuggets alone. Then you got KFC, Popeyes, all these other Roscoe's everywhere.
Yeah, but that's
dude.
not real chicken.
It's chicken.
That's what they tell you.
It's chicken, dude.
Don't eat
It's
cows from
shitty chicken, but it's chicken.
Arkansas. Why not? What's the-
Turkeys are killed more than any other animal, other than shellfish is gigantic. But turkeys are, as far as bigger.
Because you got to think they do turkey for cold cuts. They do turkey for Thanksgiving. They do
Yeah.
turkey all the fucking time.
226 and a
Love
half
to eat
million
turkey.
turkeys.
Okay.
Cattle's 35.8 million. Pigs 123.6 million. Ducks only 28 million. Sheep 6.8. Fish 3 billion. 3.8 billion roughly, and shellfish, crab, crawfish, shrimp, 43.1 billion. That's a lot of fucking shit. But yeah, and then they have to regenerate. That's annually. So
Yeah,
think
that's
about how many
crazy.
there are in existence. If we're going
but
through,
how do you how do you farm? How do you raise that many fucking animals? Like that's
like the
just-
chickens, they have chicken. If you look at chicken factories, they're
No, I'm talking about the
intense.
cows. How the
Like
fuck,
I wonder that too because they're big. Like
How do you keep up with how many? You know how like we eat 3 meals a day. Like we eat a lot, man.
Yeah.
You know how the fuck do you raise that many fucking cows?
Well, how many steaks and how much ground beef and how much do you get off one cow?
Crazy. Anybody
Because
in the
each
fucking
part
chat-
is a different
That's
part of the cow. Like they use every part of the cow.
Yeah.
People use fucking the tongue. People eat the cow tongue and
Yeah,
shit.
What else we
do.
got in there?
It's disgusting.
We got to wrap up soon. A little bit.
Not really. We started at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charles Grodin died.
Who's that?
He was the dad in Beethoven. He was in Midnight Run with Robert De Niro back in the day.
What's his name?
Charles Grodin. When you see him, you're gonna be like, "Oh, that guy." Yeah, Midnight Run, right? That's the name of that. Yeah, Midnight Run with De Niro.
Okay.
You know who he is, right? You recognize him?
He's looking at him over right now.
You-
Show me.
You might not, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I know who this guy is. Now,
Let me show him Pat real quick.
He looks. Yeah, he's like vaguely familiar. I seen him like
But,
a couple things.
He died today. Good character actor. He was in some stuff I liked. So
Rest in peace.
rest in peace, Charles Grodin. Chris Cornell dead 4 years today.
Wow.
What a voice, dude. He did a cover of "Nothing Compares to You." You know the Prince song,
Yeah.
dude. Just fucking so good. Like
Yeah.
I hate him as Soundgarden frontman, but his voice is just incredible. Like
Yeah.
it's one of a lifetime.
Now, do you think him and the other guy were having a gay type of
No,
affair?
you know what it was? They were doing into this whole child trafficking thing. They were working on a documentary to bust this whole thing wide open.
Yeah.
And people think that
They got clipped.
they got clipped
Wow.
to shut them the fuck up because now it's, no,
Yeah, it's not
I
getting
haven't
brought
heard
up.
anything about that movie anymore.
Yeah.
And you would think someone would keep working on it, but the fact that both of them,
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
And both of their families were like, we didn't really see signs of it. Like, we knew that, everyone has problems, but they didn't seem,
Yeah, I don't
like,
know.
ready to.
Something was definitely off about that, though.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
You read the Bible before?
I've never read it all the way through.
No, right? All right. So, I forget what the hell we were watching. Someone picked up a Bible, and it made me think. You got things like Harry Potter. How many books is it? 8, 10 books?
8.
Right? Hunger Games, 50 Shades
Actually,
of Grey,
I haven't read a book saga in a very long time.
Twilight, like all these things, 5, 6 books, right?
I haven't read a book in a
The
fucking.
Bible, which is supposed to be like one of the most important books ever, one book? Like you got it all out in one book? Like really? You don't think you needed to like some of the vagaries in there you couldn't explain better?
It's a big book, though, Rock.
It's not that big.
You know, like
It's
how
not.
much
How many
stuff you
pages do you
write?
think?
Like when you get the Old and New Testament together, it's a decent sized book, but it's no bigger than like War and Peace.
How big do you think? How many pages do you think that?
I
thing
think
is?
it's maybe like 700 to 1100 pages.
It's a big fucking book.
Not really. Not
books,
really.
Books tend to be 200 to 300 pages.
But for the Bible, for the thing that we're supposed to base our entire life system on, like you think, because how many things in the Bible do people bring up and you go, well, that's kind of vague, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can't eat shellfish. Like, really?
That's in the Bible.
Yeah, like that's a sin. That's a straight up. You're going to fucking hell for eating shellfish. That's
No
a
way.
real fucking thing. And
Yeah.
like,
Why?
You also go, why? Between Moses and Jesus, right? Those are the two main time periods in the Bible.
Mm.
I think that it was only a thousand, like maybe a couple thousand years in between their existences, right?
Okay.
No one else has like stories of God other than from that time.
Huh.
You know, like that's why I always look at the Bible and go, something off with that.
Yeah,
Like,
but you know what?
it's something off.
I feel like I've got
other
stories from
religions
God.
Talk about
A couple people got stories from
Jesus
God.
and
But it's
his-
all about
and-
what you feel and what you interpret. Like I'm not a fucking
But
hardcore
still,
Christian.
But my main thing
you
is
know,
it's only one book. I feel like there should be more to it, especially for like the vague parts. Like elaborate on things.
Yeah.
No, that's
You know,
That's definitely true.
and maybe modernize it a little bit. You know, like upgrading heaven, like I said, being in the clouds. That's we've been there. We've seen the clouds.
He's
Yeah,
like
it's-
Lamborghini.
There's no
It's
one
not
up there.
there.
There's no one up there. All right, so let's change that part. The whole Noah's Ark. No one's buying that. No
Yeah,
one's buying
no,
that.
that's
Like
just-
that's
that's-
it's an
it's far-fetched.
impossibility.
Yeah.
It's an impossibility.
Yeah. If you want me to believe that, like, fuck you.
Because certain
Like,
certain
how dare you?
animals
How
need
dare you
certain
make me
temperatures.
fucking-
Certain animals eat certain things. Certain animals eat those animals that
Bro,
are sitting
you
next
can't
to
put
them.
Animals on a fucking
No.
boat survive a
The
fucking.
tigers would have
come
eaten
on.
everything.
Yeah.
Like they would have eaten everything.
Like I'm kind of pissed about that story. How dare you even try to tell me some shit like that?
Like, that one's the most ridiculous thing
It
ever.
really is.
I'm
It's
kind of
so
pissed
absurd.
about that
Yeah.
story.
And like, but also,
And the apple
all right.
too. The apple with the fucking.
Like people are like, well, God's will told the animals how to get to the boat. I'm like, all right, but what about the kangaroos? What did they swim the Pacific Ocean
Oh
from
my God.
Australia to get to the geography-wise? It doesn't make sense because there's oceans. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah.
Pangea at this time. We weren't all one mass continent. The world was split up at this time. So animals that are indigenous to certain places, how did they get to fucking the Middle East, wherever the hell Noah was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fifth-in-law.
Religion, wacky stuff.
Wacky stuff.
Have you ever
Wacky stuff.
Have you ever got into religion?
I got into religion when I first got into. I mean, went to Catholic school, like growing up, like CCD, Sunday school and shit. Like not Catholic school, but like Sunday, Saturday.
get
Did
your
my
communion,
communion,
yeah.
bad, all
Yeah.
that shit. Hated it. Thought it was like
After
boring.
your
You're a
confirmation,
kid.
though, that was it, right? You were
After
done.
I didn't even do my confirmation. I
Oh,
did my
no?
communion. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I never
Same.
really went. I
I'm
never really
Italian
studied,
Catholic. I
you
did my
know.
confirmation, but then once we did it,
I was supposed to do my confirmation. They kicked me out of CCD.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're not
religion
gonna
was over.
do
Like
this.
everything, I completely went the other way.
But I do believe in God. I believe in.
You're just hedging your bets. Like,
Nah.
like because you're basically going, everything else is ridiculous, but I'm going to believe in that guy just in case.
I just know
Yeah.
no, it's not hedging the bets.
Because
you know
yeah,
what it is? It's no. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm not. I believe that there's no way that the things that have happened to me in my life and the things I've been through and got through, there's no way I was doing it by myself. Promise you, I'm not that fucking strong. So there had to be someone. And my grandma's told me since I was fucking born, since I could remember, 25 years old, she would always told me I had a guardian angel and someone was looking out for me. And the shit I've been through, I'm telling you, it's moments sometimes I'm like Like I'm like, this situation is gonna go left. There's no way I'm making out of this. Like this is it. This is the one. Fuck. And I make it out through the skin of my teeth, and I'll get fucked. I'll get like something bad will happen, but I'll just be okay enough to still be on my feet. Yeah. And it's like, bro, I'm not doing it by myself. Something has to be. Yeah. There has to be a path laid out for me. Somebody has to be like, look, you have two choices, bro. If you go down this road, it's gonna be very fucking bad. Yeah. You can go down this road, be very fucking good. But each time you're turning, so it's like, listen. Everything's a path and a choice. This is what I believe. Somebody's like, look, bro, you can be
so
this.
So when you only saw one pair of footsteps, it was then when he was carrying you, right? Like you're a believer of that type thing.
What do you mean?
You never seen the footsteps thing? There's you're on the beach, and the whole thing is Jesus is always with you, and he goes, yeah, but I only saw one set of footprints on the beach, and he's like, yeah, but that's when I was carrying you. So you're saying it's that type of situation. You don't give yourself enough credit. You always like to give other people credit for you doing good. You gotta stop doing that.
Nah,
you're giving credit to fake spirits and things for shit
I'm
that
just saying,
you were able to work through.
That's what I'm saying.
You
it's
did
not,
that.
No, it's not a bet. It's not a bet my hedges type of thing. It's like the way it went, bro. It's like I'll tell you some stories that couldn't. And we're not gonna get into it on the podcast, but I can tell you some stories that you're gonna be like, holy shit. You should have fucking not done that. And it's like there's no explanation.
But here's my
then like somebody had to have my back.
If there is a God, he shouldn't take offense to me saying this because he didn't do shit. You have no involvement in my life. That's his thing. I gave you free will. I created you. Now you're on your own. So whatever I do, you didn't do it. You had no part of it.
He sets the guy. They kind of set like a guideline.
No, free will is free will.
I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I believe in God. I think that's just what we're taught, and that's why it's hard to like break that stereotype. But if you look at religions, and I was always, that was the most interesting subject to me, was like monotheism and polytheism. Like I paid attention a lot to like Buddhist and Muslim religion, Hinduism religion,
a form of
Taoism, fucking
that's
Confucianism, animism, all this shit. I looked into all of it, and it's there's a lot of similarities between the Quran, between
yeah, but not
the
similarities
Torah, and
in the worlds then and now. That's the other thing.
But I'm saying everybody can't be writing the same book.
The dumbest person alive today is smarter than the smartest person back in the biblical times.
Nah, that's not true.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I mean, we know more.
You see the smartest person what?
Back in biblical times, the dumbest person today is probably smarter than them.
There's some fucking stupid people.
Some dumb motherfuckers.
In biblical times?
Yeah, but you're talking about
yeah, I mean they didn't know math and shit.
They didn't know shit. They didn't know shit.
Yeah, they did.
What did they know?
A lot of things progressed from there. The fucking wheel.
Dude, they were so dumb. They believed that the invisible man in the sky is watching you, and if you fuck up, you're going to this bad. That's police. It was a form of police. It was when we couldn't control the masses. How could the smarter people got together and go, how can we control them? And that's what they came up with. There's an invisible man in the sky watching. If you fuck up, when you die, you're going to this awful place, and you're going to burn for eternity. Your whole existence will be suffering. So you need to be good here.
Yeah.
And people were dumb enough to believe it back then.
Yeah.
Of course they were. The people that we hold in highest regards, the elders, are telling us this. It must be true.
Like I said, there's just I couldn't be here by myself.
Like back then, you couldn't. If your grandfather said some dumb shit to you right now, you look at him and go, "Grandpa, you're a fucking idiot. Shut up." Back then, if you were to do that, you'd be killed in the street. Yeah. For real, you'd be killed in the street. Do you hear what he said to his grandfather? Yeah, fuck it, burn him. He deserves it.
Yeah.
That's a fact. The world's two completely different worlds we're living in.
That's true.
As far as when those books were written, any of them, and what we know today, and the science we have today, and the facts we have today, and all this other shit that you look at and you go, yeah, but it just doesn't make sense what you're saying. Like, no one can live like that. That's fucking stupid. Yeah. Like, even the most religious people break the rules of the Bible. Yeah. It's impossible not to.
Yeah, that's true. I know a guy fucking try to walk in Jesus' footsteps, and he's like, I'll never be perfect. I'm still gonna sin, and he's like, and I'm still gonna do all these things, but I'm gonna try.
Well, yeah, I looked at it and I was like, I feel like that should be more than one book. I'm like,
it should be a couple fucking series.
There should be more.
There should be like the Bible part 2, and like you know what I'm saying, like the 1800s
or something. Like he couldn't elaborate. Like I was just like, here's something I said. All right, but what about? Nope, we're moving on. Yeah. But can't. Nope, moving on to the next thing.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to leave it open so that you can come to your own thoughts on it, you know?
Yeah, but why not just tell me you created this? Just fucking tell us the rules.
Yeah.
Like,
that one
don't be
thing
so
fits-
vague about it.
That one thing fits 50 different things.
Like Red State, that's what we were watching. Red State. You've seen Red State, right?
Yeah.
One of Kevin Smith's best movies, and it ends with the 7 horns. Now, the 7 horns in biblical things is that it's the sign of the apocalypse. So the first 4 horns release each one of the horsemen, and then the 3 are 3 different types of apocalypses that are end of the world type thing. And there's people out there that believe that shit that are like, yeah, this is coming. Like, be ready. And for centuries, people have been saying this, and they're always wrong. You know, like, Jesus will be back. Really, when? Like, what's he waiting for? Like, we're pretty bad right now. Like, Israel and Gaza have fucking been shooting rockets at each other for the past 2 weeks. Africa's in fucking famine and disease constantly. There's millions of nations that are poor.
You think the aliens
Or
are gonna visit
hundreds.
us?
What?
You think aliens are going to visit the planet?
Why would they?
No, like, just to be like, listen, you guys are fucking up.
No, I would fly right past here and go, we ain't for what?
Eventually, they are going to stop and then, like, hey, we're
If
real.
they were anything good, they'd just wipe us out. They'd be like, this is a worthless race. Like, we don't, this is
we
nonsense.
are such a worthless
Look at what they
race.
did to this planet. Look at what they're doing to the solar system.
Yeah,
Fuck
we're
these
so
people.
bad.
Yeah.
They're like all the rockets and satellites we have. They're
Like,
probably
we're-
looking at like these fucking idiots.
We're the
They're
Florida.
like they're throwing their fucking trash in our fucking.
We're the Florida of the universe, Earth. Like, we suck. Humans suck. Most humans are. That's why I don't want to be around people, because they're all just awful.
Yeah.
Most people are garbage fucking people. And I'm no saint, but, you know.
Nah.
I don't pretend to be something else,
You're
though.
a fucking saint.
You
You're
know?
a fucking saint, Rock.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man, you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, let's wrap it up. No one felt it tonight. Jess isn't in the mood. Katie's having something go on in her life, so we're not doing it this week. We'll do it next week. So if you're listening to us on the brand and you listen to the audio version, which some people on the Facebook group and the Russo's brand thing today, everyone was asking what shows do you listen to, and I saw a few Super Ugly shows in there. I always look to see if we get mentioned at all. Yeah. We always at least get one. You know what I mean? But today there was a few. And I was like, all right, I like to see that. So, you know. So if you listen to us on the brand, we're live every Tuesday night, starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or around there. On YouTube, you go to Super Ugly Show. You subscribe. You hit the bell. You get notified when we go live. Unfiltered Marriage is live every other Tuesday or every other Tuesday right after us. So check us out. Go subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, RockySU11. Follow me over there. I'm on there sometimes doing things. Russo's Brand. Go to russosbrand.com right now and subscribe. It's only $3.95 a month. You get brand new shows every single day from Vince, Ben Hameen, Stevie Richards, Kevin Sullivan, Dirty Dutch Mantel.
Who the fuck is that?
You know, he was Jack Swagger's manager. Remember Jack Swagger's manager?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, he's a legend in the industry.
Yes, all right. What was
and
his name? What was his name in there again?
his main name was Dirty Dutch Mantel.
No, I know.
I forget. He was like Zed Coulter,
Yes,
Zed something.
Zed Coulter.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we got Kevin Sullivan. The lineup is pretty solid right now. Shane Douglas, like, we got a fucking pretty decent lineup over at the brand.
Yeah.
The Beautiful People for the guys who like to look at ladies and listen to them talk. You got that, and then it's only $3.95 a month. So go to russosbrand.com right now and subscribe. Opie Radio. Go to opieradio.com. Go buy a T-shirt or a hat or some merchandise, or just check out the podcast while you're there, or wherever you find your podcast. Just check out Opie Radio, search it, listen to it, and love it. And, of course, Statement Games. Oh, Mark. Father's Day is coming, and I'm hoping there's a fucking present under the Father's Day tree this year.
Like a dick in a box.
About 6 foot tall and 110 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah. When I picture Mark in assless chaps.
Always. What else would you do? And a cowboy hat?
Yeah, with the fucking with the studs on the back.
Yeah.
What are they called again?
Yeah.
Those
The Spurs.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spurs.
Yep. That's exactly what I picture too.
Assless chaps,
with
Mark.
a long piece of hay hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah, with a semi.
Yeah. So go to
Semi.
Go to statementgames.com and place your free prop bets. You can win real prizes. You can win cash, gift cards, memorabilia, all sorts of cool shit. You can pay to play, but you don't have to pay to win. But I'm sure paying to play gives you better odds, I would assume, right? I don't know. I'm not a big sports better guy. But go to Statement Games if you are and try to win some shit. That's it.